Hey, what is up guys? Today we are going to unbox another watch from the folks over at the Stalingrad watch company. This time it's the Stalingrad Torpedo, which offers not only the largest variety in their collection, but also the most affordability. And as if that were not enough, you guys have to check out this amazing feature. Believe it or not, this watch has a sweeping second hand on a quartz movement. This one, guys, is going to blow your mind. Now, time's a ticking, so let's get stuck in. Hey guys, what is up? Happy Wednesday. I'm your host, Matt Johnson, and welcome to another episode of Beer and Watches. If this is your first time here on my channel, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button over there to the right of the screen. And if you do, then get ready, because I bring you unbiased and informed reviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here on my channel without fail. Now, before we get into the review today, let's do a couple of quick checks. First of all, as you can see, I'm wearing my Darth Vader t-shirt.
I am your watch reviewer. Join me on the quartz side.
And also, wrist check, I've got a black watch on. This is actually the Stalingrad Grenade. So make sure you're watching next Wednesday when I review this watch. One thing you should know is I don't get to keep this or any of the watches that Stalingrad sent me. In fact, when the reviews are over, I have to pack them up and ship them back. Yeah, I also don't get paid for the reviews either. So that's why you can rest assured that you are going to get unbiased, informed reviews here on my channel. I want to mention that the folks over at the Stalingrad Watch Company have been kind enough to create a custom discount code just for the viewers and subscribers of my channel. You can go to this website right here, stalingrad.co, and you can use the discount code you see below, BW20, which stands for Beer and Watches 20% off. This watch comes in at only $150 US. This is actually the most affordable watch in their watch line. With that code BW20, you're going to instantly get $30 off, bringing the price down to $120. And not only that, Stalingrad right now are doing free shipping for a limited time. So without further ado, let's get into the watch review. Okay guys, here it is, the Stalingrad watch. Now it is boxed the same as the Kursk, which we reviewed last week on Wednesday here on my channel. You get the black box with the red lid with the Stalingrad logo embossed in silver. When we remove the lid, inside we have another box. This one we'll remove here, and this one is a black box again with the silver Stalingrad logo embossed on the top, but this one has got kind of a wood finish. It isn't wood, but it's kind of got this applied finish to it. It has got kind of a soft top, and when we open the box, inside we are greeted with the watch. It comes displayed on this plush red cushion to match the lid of the box. We've got the Stalingrad logo in the lid there, just in case you forgot which watch company this came from. We've got the Stalingrad hang tag and the watch itself. Let's remove the watch from the cushion here. Let's place this inside there. Let's also remove the hang tag from the watch as well. We'll put this back in here. We'll put the lid on the box and we'll get rid of the box for now. Altogether, I am super impressed with the Stalingrad packaging. Okay, let's start by giving the glass on this a little polish just so you can see into the watch a little better during this review. First of all, we are not getting a sapphire crystal on this, but we are getting mineral crystal. Now, mineral crystal is common these days on so many mid-range watches. Essentially, it's treated with heat or chemicals, and mineral faces offer significantly more scratch resistance than plastic or acrylic, but not the same scratch resistant as the much higher priced sapphire crystal. If you also look at the face or the glass from the side, it does have a slight dome to it. So that's the glass. Now moving on to the face, we have here an uncluttered HMS dial, which stands for hour, minute, and second hands. The second hand is the star of this show on this watch for sure. Take a look at that second hand there. It sweeps like an automatic, but it is powered by a quartz movement. I know, absolutely incredible. This movement achieves this by ticking 4 times for every second on a standard quartz watch, giving the illusion of a sweeping second hand. Now, I personally have never seen this before on a quartz watch, and I have no doubt at first glance it will fool many watch lovers out there, as indeed it did me. Now, moving on to the dial, this particular model comes with a black uncluttered dial with Swiss loomed and applied cream markers. There is also loom applied to the hour and minute hand and a spot right there just at the end of the second hand. We have the Stalingrad logo here just below the 12 o'clock position, and also 100 meters or 330 feet just above the 6 o'clock position, which refers to the water resistance. Now, before we carry on with the review, let's turn the lights out and take a look at the loom on this watch. So there it is, guys. As you can see, loom on the hour markers, the hour and minute hand, the end of the second hand, and also a little loom dot up there on the bezel at the 12 o'clock position. I think for the price point, that loom is pretty good. And also, I haven't fully charged it, so the loom you're looking at right now was only charged for about a minute. Now let's take a look at the bezel here. We have a unidirectional bezel on this, meaning it only turns in one direction, and that direction is to the left. It's stainless steel with a black aluminum inlay. Minute markers are reminiscent on this to the Rolex Submariner, and we have a loomed and raised marker here at the 12 o'clock position. It will be 12 o'clock when I turn it all the way back up to the top there. Now, this bezel is also much more difficult to grip and turn than the Kursk, which is the watch that I reviewed last week from Stalingrad. I have a feeling it will get a little easier to turn with time. The best way to grab this is not from the sides here, but from the top and bottom, and then I find it much easier to turn. There is very little, if any, back and forth play there. It also has a nice coinage to it. Certainly doesn't stand out quite as much as the Kursk, but again, this watch comes in at a quarter of the price point of the Kursk, so I certainly think it is acceptable on this watch. Now let's move on to the case dimensions. It's got a 43mm case diameter. It's about 12mm thick. It's got a 51mm from lug to lug and a lug width of 22mm, which of course is going to make this strap 22mm. The case has a nicely brushed 316L stainless steel, and it's also got some nice polishing on the beveled edges there. Now let's take a look at the case back. Now we have a solid stainless steel screw down case back. It's stamped with the info around the edge, which is Japanese made quartz movement, water resistant to 100 meters, and stainless steel. In the middle it has kind of a brush finish with the logo applied in polish finish of the star and the Stalingrad logo, and we also have the model number SG0012. Now moving on to the strap, I've been super impressed with these straps on the Stalingrad watches so far. As with the Kursk, this strap is a vintage hand-stitched Italian leather strap. It's stamped on the inside here with Stalingrad logo and here with vintage hand-stitched genuine leather. This one has more cushion to it on top than the Kursk. It's got a black finish as opposed to the vintage aged finish on the Kursk, and we have a nice brushed solid tang buckle up here with the Stalingrad stamp. As with the Kursk, it also has these easy to use buckle holes, which aren't round, they are square, and I actually find these super easy to use along with the tang buckle. It slips right in there like butter, and when you want to take it out, just give it a little pull and it comes straight out. No resistance at all. Very nicely done. Now, as with the Kursk, this will fit a 6.5 to a 9-inch wrist is the way that I'm measuring it, which means that it's going to fit most size wrists comfortably. It also has 2 keepers up here. The first one is fixed in place and the second one is mobile. And as with the Kursk, I love the way that this moves very smoothly. It's easy to use and it's nice soft Italian leather. So good points on the strap all around. Everybody at Stalingrad Watch Company, I'm super impressed with those. Now when it comes to the crown, we have a good sized crown on this. It's not as as large as on the Kursk, but is a really good size to grip. It's got a nice coin edge to it, which makes it easy to grip and easy to move, which I really appreciate because nothing ticks me off more with a watch that has a crown that is too small to grab and to actually operate. So good points there. There's no screw down to this crown, so I would not be swimming in it personally. It's pretty simple, no nonsense operation. You simply pull it out to adjust the time and then push it back in to start the time. Now you'll notice when I pull it out, the second hand does stop, which means that this movement is hackable, which essentially means that you can do more precise time setting, and then when you push it in, the second hand starts again. It's got the signed crown there with the Stalingrad star logo sitting atop the polished crown. Now, in case you're wondering, last but not least, the movement on this is a Seiko VH31 sweep movement. By making 4 beats in 1 second, the movement achieves the precision of an automatic watch with the accurate timekeeping of a quartz watch, which is truly remarkable in my opinion. Now, I personally hadn't heard of the Seiko VH31 movement with the sweep in second hand, so this is new to me, but I now think it is a winner for sure. As I mentioned before, I have no doubt that this second hand is going to fool a lot of people that see your watch into thinking that it is an automatic watch. It has an accuracy of plus or minus 15 seconds a month, which is incredible, a 2-year battery life, and again, the uniqueness of this quartz movement is that the second hand just seems to match the fluidity of an automatic movement, which is very, very impressive. Well, there you have it, guys, the Stalingrad Torpedo. I think you'll agree, a lot of bang for your buck and a great deal at only $150. You get that massive 20% off, which is $30 instantly when you use the discount code BW20 on their website, Stalingrad.co. So make sure you go ahead and do that. And as I mentioned earlier, for right now, for a limited time, they're giving away free shipping. So make sure you jump on that too. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed hanging out with me today. Thanks so much. The next review here on my channel will be on Friday. So we'll see you there. If you did enjoy this, don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the subscribe link over there to the right of the screen. And also hit that bell button up there to the right of the search bar. That will notify you every time I release a new video, which comes in really handy if I release a contest giveaway. Finally, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up. It means the world to me, guys, and also leave a comment in the comment section below. That's it for now, guys. If you haven't seen it yet, go ahead and click on this video right here and also click on the Beer and Watches logo right there to subscribe. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.